Welcome back guys, AnimeScale here. How are you doing? Today it's time to rank the AKATSUKI with their new power scale. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up to help this channel grow and we can reach together the big 100,000 subs. And feel free to suggest any video ideas, as usually the ones with the most likes end up being options in my polls anyhow. Now without any further ado, let's get to the list.
行くぞ。信じられるのは己だけだ。
At the bottom, as expected, we have Black Zetsu, and I know some people would put him at the very top because he managed to trick Madara and revive Kaguya. But he never took part in a real fight, and he rather gathered informations for Obito. He's the intel guy of the organization, and not a real fighter.
寝起きのサスケもいい。
Harin is one of the best sensory ninja in the series with impressive healing abilities as well. She's an Uzumaki, so large reserves of chakra too, but she's more a support character than a fighter. After Karin, we have Juzo. Before joining the AKATSUKI, he was one of the 7 swordsmen of the Mist. Proficient in water style, he died to a mini-tail beast ball against version 2 Cloak Yagura. Not many feats available to us here, but I think High Jonin is the right tier based on the feats shown during these filler episodes. Up next we have Edan, and we all know he's very good in Kenjutsu, as he faced both Asuma and Kakashi, putting on decent fights against both of them. But to perform his Jashin ritual, it takes so much time, and even if his immortality makes him increase his power level by a lot, I don't see him being able to defeat any of the characters placed above him. Next is Suigetsu. Proficient in water release, he can liquefy his body at will, becoming very hard to hit. He trained under the 7 swordsmen of the Mist, so he's very good in Kenjutsu, and also his hydrification technique, which allows him to expand his muscles to help him wield heavy weapons with more ease. He managed to intercept both B's and the Rikage's attacks against Sasuke, proving to be quite fast as well. So Jugo's clan origins are unknown, but just like Sage Mode users, the members of this clan possess an unnamed Keke Genkai able to absorb natural energy from their surroundings. However, the side effect of this energy results in sudden and uncontrollable madness. In base, Jugo is already quite capable, but it's when he fully transforms that he becomes incredibly strong in taijutsu, with significant reflexes and impressive regeneration abilities. His Keke Genkai allows him to also heal himself by consuming other bodies, or heal others by giving them some of his flesh. Jugo is quite impressive, but I don't see him being able to defeat a Kage level character. Daedra's Keke Genkai is Explosion Release, a simultaneous usage of Earth and Lightning Release to give his chakra explosive qualities. This combined to a special Kinjutsu stolen from his village, which is by the way the special mouth of each palm on the left side of his chest, allowed him to create explosive clay. Daedra is definitely a Kage level shinobi, as he gave Sasuke a very hard time, and he managed to defeat both Gaara and Isabu, despite fighting both in their home territories. Next we have Sasori, the strongest puppet master in the series. His arsenal is composed by 298 puppets, including the one of the 3rd Kazekage. He took down an entire country with his performance of 100 puppets, and unless you have a specific antidote in your pocket, he can take you down immediately. Kage level for Sasori, as he killed the 3rd Kazekage, and in a 1v1 he might be able to defeat people placed higher than him in this list. As I said in my other AKATSUKI video, in Ninja Storm, Conan beat Sasori in a 1v1 to convince him to join the organization. Conan is strong and versatile. She can make herself intangible by turning into paper. She can fly, and in the few occasions we see her fighting, she tanked a fireball jutsu from Jiraiya, and with prep time, she managed to push Obito to use the Izanagi, or else he would have died. She is not Obito level, but it's something that is impossible to ignore when you power scale Conan. So next up after Conan we have Kakuzu. And for sure to survive a fight against the god of shinobi, you must be a tough one. In fact, Kakuzu has access to all 5 basic nature transformations, and he's maybe the strongest in the organization when it comes to taijutsu. His 5 hearts give him a certain degree of immortality, and they could also detach from his body, forming a monstrous body with a mask as its face. These masks could move and attack independently, giving Kakuzu high versatility in combat. And also, even if somehow he ends up being killed, one of these extra hearts could sacrifice itself by re-entering his body and resuscitating him. Above Kakuzu we have Uroshimaru, and power scaling him during his AKATSUKI days is not that easy since we only have the little skirmish with Atachi as reference, and he lost so bad. This Uroshimaru is surely weaker than the one who killed Rasa and then fought Hiruzen because he hadn't perfected the Edo Tensei yet. Sasuke had just obtained his MS when he started working for the AKATSUKI, and he could barely utilize his left eye against B. Amaterasu is certainly a strong jutsu, but Sasuke lacks on stamina and knowledge of his eye's abilities, so I can't place him any further in this list. Kisame and Nagato are the members with the largest amount of chakra. With a 30% chakra water clone, he practically almost defeated whole Team Guy, pushing Might Guy himself to open the 6th gate. He also defeated Killer Bee mid-difficulty, and the same Bee before destroyed Sasuke and all his team. This time I won't go in depth discussing how strong he is after fusing with the Samahada because he has a different power level, and you will see him in upcoming videos, as I would anyway place him behind who is coming next. And that is Atachi Uchiha. We all know Atachi's arsenal, Tsukiyomi, Amaterasu, the most powerful humanoid Susanoo ever seen, with a sealing sword and a shield able to reflect any sort of attack. In taijutsu, he did very good against KCM Naruto and Killer Bee, despite the Edo Tensei nerf, confirming later on how much of genius he is, getting rid of Kabuto, controlling him, and then completely outmatching Nagato, while guiding both Bee and Naruto through the fight. This Atachi wasn't on the verge of blindness, but we still can get a glimpse of what he might have been during his years in the AKATSUKI. Next is Pain, and I have to say that if we consider his chakra reserves, his summons, and all the 6 paths of Pain powers, this would deserve him to be placed higher. And in fact, in my list, his power level is higher than the first on the list. But Nagato wasn't the real leader of the AKATSUKI, and even though on paper he has a more variable arsenal of jutsu and overall strength, he wouldn't be able to defeat Toby in a 1v1. Toby is in fact at number 1. We all know how broken and unfair is the Kamui, plus Obito has a huge reserve of spare Sharingans, so he can use Izanagi without later drawbacks. He has Hashirama Cell, so he has regenerative abilities as well. And the last thing, Nagato was taking orders from him because he knew he was inferior and he would have lost to him. Now, I want to see your personal list in the comments section as always down below. I'll come back soon next week with another video, so until next time, this is AnimeScale out. Bye!